Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ashley and I live full-time in this little box that is my van, and I've probably just driven an hour and a half or so to probably one of the most remote camps that I've ever camped at. But first, we got to talk about where I actually wanted to go and why it didn't work. Okay, so the first camp that we were going to go to was a place called the Pines Campground, and it was located in the Olney State Forest, which is like somewhere near Martinsville or something like that. I don't actually know. But we were coming south from Maitland and the pictures on Wikicamps looked really, really good. So we're like, hell, let's do it. Let's take off. Let's go. Looks fantastic. So we did. And the drive in was bumpy as all could be. I don't think I've ever been in the van when it has been this bumpy on a road ever.
What is happening?
You said it was easily accessible to the two-wheel drive.
I mean, it did say that.
It meant you had a car to the left. Water runoff from all the rain that they've had. Look, it's just... You're close to the edge. Oh my god. Oh, what do you want me to do? Your face. Come on, Betsy, you got this.
You can do it, girl. Come on, what do you think? Is it? Yep, let's lick our lips. We're a bit stressed.
And part of the reason it was so bumpy was because the cyclone that was... Nana wants to play ball. I need it. Come here. All right, ready, steady, go. Good girl, Nana. One of the reasons the road was so bumpy was that the cyclone that happened up in Brisbane and the northern New South Wales, not where we are, so we were safe from rain and a lot of wind, but the lower arm sprayed a lot of rain down around us. And so by the time we got here to the Olney State Forest, to the Pines Campground, it had actually corrugated pretty much most of the dirt road in here. So luckily, nothing in the van actually broke, because honest to God, that was a real possibility. However, we got there and it was amazing. You were in this like pine forest, was beautiful. As you guys know from previous videos, I work remote and I very much rely on my Starlink dish to do that, because a lot of the places that we go, hell, even in smaller towns, they don't have service. They don't have cell service enough for me to do my job. So I rely on my Starlink dish. I rely on it every day. So we got to this forest, no sky. It's all covered with trees. We drive around a few little spots, restricted, couldn't find GPS, obstruction, restricted, obstruction, obstruction, obstruction. So we decided, well, I can't, because we were going to stay a week here, and we've stayed a week here, but let me get to that. So we were going to stay a week. So Elise and I decided we can't stay here really for any reasonable length of time, because I need to do my job. My job is a daily job that I need to do or I don't get paid. So we decided we were going to have to leave. And as we were leaving, we saw a sign that said that there was another campground down some other forsaken dirt road. So off we go down this road. We go down the road about 3 kilometers of the most, honestly, this road wasn't as bad as coming in. So we go down. Anyway, so there's all these little mining turnoffs, because this is a lot of this forest has been logged and is being regrown for further logging. So off we go. I turn down one of these logging roads and we appear on this mountain cliff area that is quite literally above most of the trees, overlooking this beautiful like valley gorge. I'm not sure what you'd call it. Beautiful. So we're just, what the hell, let's just stay here. Beautiful sky. There's zero obstructions on the Starlink, so we'll just stay here. And so we did. And I have got to say, this has been one of the most she wants me to throw the ball. This has got to be one of the most beautiful, relaxing places I've camped in my whole life. Have a look at this. So the forest here, interestingly enough, I mentioned that they do a lot of logging here, has actually been logged for over 100 years. And most of the original forest that was here is kind of non-existent. What's that ship? Thaddeus's ship. This forest is kind of like Thaddeus's ship. How much of the original forest is left? Could you still call it the original forest? So most of what you see is actually has been regrown and relogged and regrown and relogged and regrown. And it's still this beautiful, beautiful place. As you could probably see behind me here, like, look at this. It's beautiful. You can see these little trees behind me here as well, probably all through here. These are all new trees that have been planted and will grow up into big trees and probably be cut down again. But the forests, you know, being 2025, the forestry is focusing on biodiversity and increasing the amount of animals, fauna, flora that is in the forest, and not just maximizing production of wood. A lot of the wood that is here is Australian hardwood, mainly red gums and blackbutt trees. So these are the trees that you're seeing kind of all around the area. These little sprouts are actually little baby sugar gum trees. And most of these are extremely healthy. So these will grow up into big eucalyptus trees and they look really good. I'm not sure how they planted them. They probably just did a seed dump, but these are all little baby eucalyptus sugar gum trees. And as you can see, there is quite a lot of them. There is quite a lot that they've planted, and they continue all along this gorge here that they've clearly cut down. And you can see, I don't know if you can see this in the background around there, there's more and more kind of trails that lead through this. This honestly makes this place quite a big motorbiking area. There was actually a sign when we came in that was saying that it's illegal to drive a motorbike without a license. Remember that, probably because no one comes out here. We've met two people, one person that I think they thought we were their friends because they were tearing up the road over there, tearing up this road, and they were beeping their horn. Do, 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 do. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, so they come barging in up here, through here. They obviously see us, not what they were expecting, clearly, because they immediately turned around and left. Probably about an hour later, another white van, not a Hiace, so not the same van, but still a white van, drove up and then parked on the other ridge just past us. So that was about I think that was our second day here. And then today, which is our last day here, we actually had the forestry guy come up, big forestry truck, he's probably just driving around checking things out, came up, and as soon as I came out and I said hi to the van, he was like, "Oh, you're okay, all right then." And I'm like, yeah, we're just camping. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I drove past on," because we've been here like 7 days. He's like, "Oh, I drove past on Thursday," which was our first proper day here. And he's like, "And I saw the van and I was driving past today and it hadn't really moved. So I thought I'd just come and check it out." So take that as you will. I'm not sure what kind of things happen in the Olney State Forest, but we've been alone and it's pretty safe. There's been no one out here, no one's spoken to us, apart from the forestry guy. Not even the people that thought we were their friends spoke to us. We exchanged an Aussie, "How you doing" wave, and that was about it. But today, I bought this cool little thing. Let me show you. So I got this cool little thing. I got it off Amazon, and it's kind of like a 2-person charcoal grill. Let me show you. It wasn't that expensive. I'll put the link in the description below. But the reason I bought it, one, it wasn't that expensive, and two, it folds up. Look at this. This is the whole thing. It's very cool. I've never heard of this brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it, I'm going to be honest with you. But let me set it up for you because we're going to be cooking dinner on this tonight. So let me show you how it kind of works. So this is your grill plate, so we won't need that straight away. These little things pop out like this. This is your inner plate, which can come out if you want to get rid of your grill, like the charcoal that is. And then these little bits come out from the bottom, like that. So then it sits down like this. You get your 2 little sides, and then your little grill bit sits here. And then, so you put your charcoal and your wood in here, and then you put whatever you're cooking up the top. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So we're going to be cooking kind of like some burritos, Mexican chicken wraps. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call it, but we're going to try this out for the first time. So it could go horribly. So keep watching, I guess, to see if we die from food poisoning. Ha! So I guess first, I'm going to be using stuff that I've purchased, not stuff that I've scavenged for this, just because I want to make sure that I'm giving it the best opportunity to cook properly, because it's chicken, you know, so we don't want to die out here. We're going to put a little bit of wood in, and then what we're going to do, and if any of you are watching this that come from my Twitch streams, which I don't do anymore because I'm just not consistently near internet enough, but if you have watched them, you'll know that I am not good with fire. I've gotten better since I've been doing van life, but I wouldn't call it good. Yeah, I wouldn't call it good. All right, so then we're going to open our charcoal, and I might just make sure I'm going to put enough in. So I'll plan it out, I think, and then I'll put them to the side, because then I'm going to put some firelighters in here to make sure that we're actually going to be doing it properly. So that's kind of how I think we'll do it, like that. How am I going to place them in there when there's fire? I know what I'll do. I'm going to put them on here, and then I'll slide them in. That's a great idea. Right, and then we can just go whoop. Huh? Isn't that a great idea? Yeah, it is actually. Good job. All right. And with that, I'll see you at dinner time. All right, we're going to light our little fire here, and we're going to start these charcoals burning. Nana, pack up. All right, that's going a lot better there. We'll wait for that to heat up and stuff, and then we'll put some chicken on it. Okay, so the fire and the charcoal things weren't working out as well as I wanted. So I took off the charcoaly bits because it wasn't long after. I moved the wind thing and all the fire went out. So I put some more fire mayo on it, which we're calling this stuff. This is our fire mayo. And now it looks like this, a lot better. Oh shit, nearly burnt you guys. Isn't that great? That's a good one now, huh? So we'll see how we go with that. Good outcome. All right, we're putting that in the van because she keeps walking into fire. And we're going to put some like taco mix on this and we're going to rub it in.
Any like flour or anything?
Nah, we should be all right. Do you think I'll need flour? I don't think so.
Just maybe stretch out the taco mix a little bit.
Oh, nah, we have enough. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. We actually run a rice cooker in our van, which is really handy. We use it a lot.
Active tracking the chicken.
That sounds pretty good, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
And then we just leave it there forever and ever. Yay! It's pretty hot.
Do that again.
Ow. I'm not sure if you can see that, but she's starting to cook. She's only been on there for like a couple of minutes, but she's done. I can smell it cooking. And our beer of choice tonight is Monsuta. It's basically, it's an Orion beer because Orion is so hard to get in Australia. It's almost impossible to get Orion beer. But they rebranded as Monsuta. Very good, very good. Highly recommended if you like Japanese light lagers. As you can see, it's brewed and canned in Japan by Orion, which is really good because most of the Japanese beers that we get in Australia are actually brewed in Australia and they use Australian water, which makes it not taste like the Australian versions of the beer. So if you're in Australia and you want to try out Japanese beer, make sure it's not imported because they'll be using Australian water instead of Japanese water and it makes it taste different. I also wanted to show you how flammable eucalyptus is. It's actually part of the issue that you guys have in California because you guys have a ton of sugar gum eucalyptus there. Part of the reason why you always have fires, we swapped eucalyptus with you. It's our fault. Sorry. Let me show you. So this is very clearly a dead eucalyptus. Let me use these ones. This is very clearly dead eucalyptus. It's incredibly dry. And these leaves can just fall off. And this is what the undergrowth of eucalyptus trees causes. And when you put fire on it, look what happens.
Oh dear.
Ta-da! Very big fire. It doesn't last very long, but as you can see, it's extremely flammable and it lasts long enough. And so what happens is if you don't look after the undergrowth of the forest, it kind of just rushes through. As soon as you have any kind of wind, it just whoosh. And that's what happens in our fires. That's what happens in your California fires. And it's eucalyptus. Good one. As you can see, like it's all gone now. Like it's pretty much nothing but, ow. Ha! It's pretty much nothing but ash now. But it is so flammable and the green leaves burn for a little bit longer, obviously, because they have a little bit more to them. But that's the problem. Eucalyptus, yay. Okay, flip.
Hopefully it's nice and easy.
Yeah.
Find out soon enough. Oh.
Pretty easy.
Not too bad.
That's got a good little charcoal on it.
It does. Oh. Bless you. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
It's giving me a bit of spring. I'm a bit unsure about it. Holy shit.
What?
I think it's done.
What?
Okay,
We've done it?
hold on, wait.
Why can't you use tongs?
No.
Oh my God. Cut a little bit off so we can taste it. That's a huge bit, but I'm not going to complain about it.
That's too much.
Okay, then cut that bit in half. All right. All right, here we go. Is our taste test. Outside is crunchy and charcoaly. Look at that. Oh my God, that's so good.
Really good.
Yeah. That's so good, isn't
That's
it?
really good. No.
It's good.
You inhale all the air.
The chicken turned out fantastic, as you guys just saw. Now we are going to make our beautiful wraps. I have made some garlic mayo. So we're going to put that on the bottom here. Like that. I wanted a little bit of cheese. Chicken. I like white onion. Elise doesn't really like it, white onion. That little bit of cabbage. And then I'm just going to go get some rice.
Cheese. Now there's not. Oh,
I think I've overfilled it.
you could have had another wrap.
All right, time for our taste test. Nana, stop it. Okay, ready? Oh my God, it's so good. That is so good. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Isn't that good? Look at this beautiful heckin' sunset. I am gonna go and eat my wrap now, but thank you so much for watching. If you liked videos like this, you wanna see more of them, make sure that you like, subscribe, because it tells YouTube that you wanna watch more of me. We're heading to a cafe and a local cheese shop that makes their own cheese tomorrow. That's where we're headed tomorrow, actually. But you won't see that for maybe like another week or so. We've also done some improvements on the van, so keep an eye out for little videos about that. Love yous. Don't forget to throw away your childhood toy. Bye.